What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and today we got an update notification, so I'll be discussing the upcoming weapon refines and the Ephemera units, and we're definitely going to be getting a FEH channel in few days actually, so pretty much on or before Sunday, which is December 5th is what I'm expecting, because this does not have a lot of information and that usually hints towards a FEH channel, which is, due here because we are going to be getting book 6. And let's take a look at the weapon refines. So we actually have Walhart's weapon refine. Because of the leak that happened last month, it was kind of speculated that he will be getting a resplendent version, which was really unlikely because no Grail unit so far has got a resplendent, and Walhart seemed a bit odd. So it turns out they might be remembering that from his weapon refinery. So Walhart did get the weapon refine and he is in the middle of this picture. So Wolfberg is really outdated as a weapon. It needs to have a better condition. It's kind of similar to Flame Segment of how it was before. So I'm hoping that it can get equally good weapon refine. Now the thing with Walhart is that there's a lot of competition as an Axe Cavalier, not only in the premium pool but as well as in the free-to-play pool with the Axe Cavaliers that we have gotten. So he pretty much needs to have an auto follow-up or this weapon to give him a lot of speed and of course make his solo condition much better. So that is the least which I'm expecting out of Walhart. He is a fan favorite, his art and voice acting are amazing, so I have a lot of hopes for him. Then we also have Loki's weapon refine, which actually lines up perfectly well with Thor's release. So Surtur is pretty much the only book 2 villain left that still has to get a weapon refine. So Loki still has a lot of potential because she is a walking tactics room, and I feel like her peak was when turn 1 teams were really popular in AETHER raids. They are still run, and even I ran a turn 1 team. So with those teams, you had immense threat range, so by using Loki you can pretty much just shut down a unit's movement and pretty much have more space to work with. She can still be used like that right now, but having something more to her weapon refine would certainly help her. Stall Ploy is a pretty recent skill that they could inculcate in her weapon refine, but she also needs to have some better offenses in my opinion, because this weapon has got Wrathful Staff built into it, so they could definitely try to give her some more attacking power, which I think she would definitely appreciate. So Loki's weapon refine definitely has a lot of potential because of how it can be used as a support tool in AETHER raids, and having a more lenient HP condition would also make her a much better unit. We also have our first beast refine ever in FEH in Nailah. So she is a book 3 unit, but she's still from Gen 2. So this is kind of expected because we are still doing weapon refines from Gen 2, except for Choose Our Legends 3 of course. So Nailah getting a weapon refine sets a precedence for other beast units from Gen 2 like Nailah, who many people have obtained from Hall of Forms, Tibarn and stuff like that. So weapon refine for a beast unit is a big thing because beast units live and die by their preferred weapon. They do not have any access to the inheritable weapons. So this is incredibly important for any kind of beast unit, and for Nailah, she is mainly used for her fodder with Distant Counter and Null Counter Disrupt, but honestly she can be a pretty underrated unit because of her slotsy skill Glare, and I feel like with the safety fence in AETHER raids, she can definitely turn out to be a pretty nice anti-meta pick. I feel like even though she doesn't have access to the trace skills and stuff like that, they could try to make her weapon so that she can excel in Gale Forcing because she already gets -1 special cooldown from this weapon, but on the other hand she already comes with Distant Counter and she doesn't have very high resistance, so they could just try giving her a lot of stats and maybe damage reduction or null follow-up. So that's an option that they could do, but just increasing her attacking power is going to be helping because her base attack isn't really all that high. Nailah definitely sets a precedence from this point on for the beast units. We also have Libra getting a weapon refine. There's tremendous competition among the green infantry units, and we have gotten Ninja Hana and now Ninja Shamir. So in terms of arena scoring, Libra's weapon refine doesn't really change much because you still have to run G-Dual Infantry 4 on him, but outside of arena, he definitely has potential in combat if this kind of axe, which definitely looks like Bolt Axe from Awakening, could have some kind of damage that just targets resistance of the opponent instead of defense. So I think that would be pretty cool. They're not really outright giving him Bolt Axe, and that's why I said this design kind of looks like it. Maybe they're saving Bolt Axe for a banner unit and they could give Libra some kind of similar effect in a sense to a bolt axe. So as an older axe infantry unit, he definitely appreciates this because the competition just keeps getting more and more for this class. And finally, we've got Summer Tiki as the seasonal refine. So she's a flying red dragon, and she basically has steady breath built into her weapon, which at this point, you know, is pretty outdated. She came out when steady breath dragons used to be really popular, but now I don't really think they're going to be continuing this kind of effect. I could definitely see them taking this weapon in a new direction because now we have stuff like Thor, you know, Brave Lucina, all of these units which can give you the breath effect. And as it is, Tiki is not like an enemy face tank completely. She does have a speed stat, so I can see them taking this weapon into a new direction, maybe giving her a lot more speed, pretty much making her this kind of duelist. So that's pretty much my hope. And then we have the ephemera characters. This time it's pretty decent. Nothing really too impressive, but nothing really too bad either. So we've got Winter Nino, who's also been an option from Hollow Forms. So if you do have a Forma Nino, then this is a free +1 merge. But if you do not have her, then she of course has some nice fodder. So we do have Bullfighter on her. We have already obtained that from Halloween Kagero. But at this point in the game, I feel like player phase armor units are not going to be that common with the savior skills that we have got. So that's why they're giving us Bullfighter on these free ephemera units. So that's an option. Our Armor March is also an option for inheritance, but again, save skills are just much better for any kind of highly invested armor. And she does have Rally Attack Res Plus, which is honestly a pretty rare rally skill. No Grail unit or 3-star 4-star unit actually has that skill. It's like its lower version is only available on Loot and Summer Elise, which are pretty rare as it is. So if you want to inherit this Rally Plus skill along with some other skill from her kit, then it is going to be a bit hard. And then Tannin Bit is alright, I guess, as a weapon, but honestly Pack Blooms is just much better weapon that also gives you self-healing. So Nino's fodder might not look the best, but still, at least she has got the double rally skill or Bullfighter. Attack speed form is present on 4-star Juno, so she's pretty hard to get, but I guess that could also be an option. But attack speed Unity or attack speed Bond 4 in general is going to be a much better option for most units. And then we have Winter Erica, who's also been an option in Hall of Forms. So again, a free merge, but if you do not want to merge her up, then she does provide you with some good fodder in Dazzling Staff, which is going to be essential for building up any kind of staff unit. And she also has Joyous Lantern Plus. So this is pretty much like a gap skill, but it targets the ally with the highest attack stat. So this could be a decent global buffing tool, but there's just so many good staff as it is. But still, she does have at least those two things to offer. And in the 4-star pool, we have got Summer Leone, who does have pretty good fodder in attack speed push 3. So you can pretty much use someone like Bernie from the Divine Code section and inherit attack speed push 4 and lull speed defense at the same time. So attack speed push 3 does have that usage for being the stepping stone for a tier 4 version and another skill on a premium unit. And she does also have Sunflower Bow, which is a decent inheritable weapon actually. I have used that on my Legendary Lucina, who is quite highly merged. Laneheart is also there, so if you're making him as your merge project, then he could be an option, but other than that, he doesn't really provide you with much. Renewal is already present on so many other units. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Distant Guard 3 at 4-star. We've got Oscar, who does provide you with Lance Breaker, so that's a pretty nice budget option for Arena Assault, and of course does have the dual rally skill and rally speed defense. Then we have got Chad, who does provide you with speed smoke and drawback, so that's always really good for fodder at the same time. And the final fodder doesn't really provide you with much. Like Erica's fodder is really outdated at this point. Funnily enough, we have got 2 Ericas in this patch. I don't know how they lined this up. And we're also going to be getting some new memento events. And this is pretty much related to Christmas, so that's actually pretty nice. Maybe they'll be making these kinds of seasonal memento events, so that is going to be pretty nice to see. I certainly enjoy Hero's Journey a bit because of these cute memento events basically. Tactics rooms are going to be available to be upgraded to level 9, and Concert Hall is going to be getting the Black Knight, and they're also going to be having the main theme song from the DLCs basically from Fire Emblem Awakening. We have heard this song a lot of times in the trailers and stuff, the seasonal trailers. Mjolnir Strike is going to be having Askren Seal to level 5. So this mechanism basically buffs up your allies within the certain AoE for some stats. And I think level 5 is probably going to be buffing up your allies for +10 to all of their stats, which is going to be incredible. Then Sophia and Sedgar are going to be added into the Grail pool. I know many people want to build up Halloween Sophia. Sedgar, I mean, after Astrid, who's a much superior Green Bow Cavalier, he's still an option for the people who want to build him up. And they're going to be making a change to the visualization basically. So the units who have got duo skills or harmonic skills are going to be having this kind of green color behind their sprite if they still haven't used their duo or harmonic skills. So you have to watch out for that. The maintenance is going to be on 6th December, and that's why I'm saying that the FEH channel is going to be before that. Definitely before that, I feel like. So should be on Sunday most likely, I'm hoping, because that's when they usually do that. So let me know what you think about these upcoming weapon refines and the update in the comment section down below, and what are your expectations out of FEH channel. So let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed, then make sure to leave a like, and if you really enjoyed, you could always support me directly by using super thanks or by becoming a YouTube member. And for more FEH videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because YouTube sub boxes are about as functional as Kanas. So that's it, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.